Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak today, we know very well that William Ruto is planning to visit the mountain region. This is after 6 months, and I've done a video about this. On this video here, I want to look at the strategies that Rigathi Gachagua and his team have laid in place to ensure that they counter William Ruto's visit to the mountain region. Because we all know very well that a successful, united mountain region against President William Ruto is a sure bet that William Ruto is almost 99% going home come 2027. And we know very well that a united mountain, it is actually an achievement to Rigathi Gachagua's side, because it's relevant in the mountain region and in the Kenyan politics will now make a lot of sense. So therefore, the tactics that Rigathi Gachagua and his men have laid in place, they have to be successful whether they like it or not. Because if they are not, William Ruto gains the ground, eventually it's going to happen that Rigathi Gachagua is going to be relevant in the Kenyan politics. Before I take you through on these strategies, please, if this is the first time you're watching my videos here, kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Number one is the fact that they have been having what you call press conferences being made.
We would like to invite His Excellency William Ruto asikuja kutupatia hekaya za bunwasi. We don't want empty rhetoric. We don't want more promises. We want him to come and be accountable to the Laikipia voter what he has done in the half term of the 5 years he has been given to reign. We want to remind you a few things lest you have forgotten. You promised us Nanyuki Muruti Road at a cost of 5 billion. We want you to come and highlight whether there is any money that have been allocated, passed in the budget.
Ketu Waruguru is simply speaking to President William Ruto. He is speaking the language of the people of that county of Laikipia. And he's reminding them of what William Ruto did when he came before and what he should do now when he comes this time round. He has simply exposed through that press conference that William Ruto, first of all, is a liar. Why? He comes here when he's coming to the mountain region. He launches projects, he promises projects, and then leaves and goes. Then after he has just left, those projects are left stalled there. In some occasions, they have also actually seen contractors coming to the site when William Ruto is present. But the moment he leaves, all those contractors, be it Chinese, they leave that place with their machines and leave that road if it's a road they were doing, just like that. So therefore, Ketu Waruguru here has simply exposed President William Ruto on some of the ways he has been using whenever he comes to the mountain. So he's telling him this time around, when you come, the promises that you made last time must be achieved. These projects and this one must be completed. That is putting pressure to President William Ruto and preparing a hostile ground for him. So the moment he comes to the mountain, he has pressure and demands people are expecting him to achieve. And if he does not, probably his journey will not be successful, because he will not gain ground the way he expects. Apart from that, also Rigathi Gachagua himself, he conducts press conferences, he speaks in various platforms, be it the church, be it the roadside rallies. He has been speaking against President William Ruto. Now, to be specific here, he has also come up with demands that William Ruto must be able to do what? To achieve. One of them is the video where he's talking about the issues to do with money that is always circulated when or maybe given to people when William Ruto visits a region.
Si munajua, lakini tumesema msijali, pesa imebagwa na magunia, mujitayarishe, mkule, lakini msipeleke hiyo nyumbani, pesa nyumbani imelaaniwa, mkule pale kwa market peke yake, si ndio? Na msichanganye na ile yenu ya zamani, na msipeleke mtoto shule ama kununua ng'ombe ama mbuzi.
If you listen carefully, he's telling the people that money is coming, and this money that is coming, make sure that you eat it, don't take it home, and ensure that that money has not been mixed with the other money that you have in your pockets or maybe in your savings. This kind of a statement makes people anxious to receive money from President William Ruto's team. That makes it very expensive to President William Ruto to actually host a rally within Mount Kenya region. It makes it difficult in the sense that he has to impress the people, bring more money, and pump the money. For the few days that will be there, if it's 1 week, imagine every day people being given money to attend rallies that are organized by President William Ruto. Rigathi Gachagua went ahead to say money is coming kwa magunia, which means it's a lot of money. And the people of Mount Kenya right now are prepared to get the money that William Ruto is going to supply to the people for them to attend the rallies. And they even actually quantified it and said they are going one scream, nduru moja, it is 2,000 shillings. It's not going to be easy for President William Ruto and his team at the grassroots. If they don't achieve some of these things, they might discourage so many people not to come out and receive the president. Also, there's also a possibility that people can come receive money and fail to turn out for all these campaigns that William Ruto is planning to hold within the mountain region. Another thing to say here, that one of the strategies that have been put is the fact that William Ruto and his team are facing some form of counter from Gachagua from the roadside actually addresses that he's making. What am I saying by this? When you saw that Rigathi Gachagua went to Naivasha, William Ruto, of course, deployed so many police officers around that region to discourage people, to intimidate people not to attend Rigathi Gachagua's rally.
Aende asiende, hii Kenya ni yetu na hii nchi huru na hakuna mtu atakatazwa kutembea Kenya. Naivasha mko? Naivasha mko?
Eventually, Rigathi Gachagua held it. At that point, Rigathi Gachagua took it easy and decided to hold the rally and talk to the people and tell them that William Ruto cannot stop us from going anywhere in this country and holding rallies, because that is a constitutional right for every Kenyan. So in such a scenario, you realize that Rigathi Gachagua was able to counter President William Ruto, expose him, because when you bring police officers, Rigathi Gachagua speaks, then it gets aired across, you realize that William Ruto's name is tarnished outside there. When you deploy police officers, it shows very well that there's something you don't want Rigathi Gachagua to expose, or you are just simply intimidating people. And in the Kenyan politics, whenever you intimidate someone, you eventually give him the name that helps him in politics. Like now, I said when Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, he became more popular. When Muturi now got impeached, he's going to have a ground at least to land on. So therefore, it's not easy to deal with someone with a lot of force in the Kenyan politics. As a result, we are going to see Rigathi Gachagua and his men actually rising to some extent. From the previous visits by President William Ruto, people noticed that William Ruto was going and launching projects of other members of parliament or other leaders at the other levels, even that of the governor, and sometimes even going to relaunch those who are already launched by Uhuru Kenyatta. So this time around, Rigathi Gachagua has warned William Ruto not to launch Uhuru Kenyatta's projects. Apart from that, we have seen in Murang'a County and many other counties, MPs and governors and even other leaders rushing to launch their project that they have already completed. A good example is Ndindi Nyoro, who has already launched some of his projects ahead of the president's visit. When he launched actually the offices of the county commissioner and also the other administration officers within Murang'a County, we realized that even the past people who are being handed over the office did not turn out, because they expected the president was coming to launch it. So he did not wait for the president, and neither did he actually give time for these leaders to even allow the president visit first. So in a nutshell, Ndindi Nyoro launched his projects early enough, be it roads, be it classrooms, be it schools, so that at least when William Ruto comes, he does not take credit for what he has not contributed on. That is his character. So this kind of exposure of William Ruto, it makes it difficult for him to operate within the mountain region. And as a result, you realize that Rigathi Gachagua will be able to successfully curb the effect of the William Ruto's visit to the mountain region. I don't know what's your take. Do you think the mountain region is going to be, the journey of William Ruto to the mountain region is going to be successful? Please let me see in the comment section what you think. And I want to thank you so much, you guys, for subscribing to my YouTube channel, because as we speak today, I'm already at 5,000. Please help me achieve more as we speak here. Please, once you've watched my video, hit that subscription button, perhaps also the subscription bell, so that the moment you upload a video, YouTube is automatically going to notify you. See you next time for more videos.